Greetings, everyone. Today is Sunday, March 8th, and I wanted to share a testimony with you of something that happened this week that was just an amazing thing. Um, if you know me at all, you know I'm a huge Predators hockey fan, and I have a friend that we go to games together. And for months we had planned to go to this game on Thursday night, and I had to leave the house a little early because I had to run an errand first. So I had told her I would meet her at the parking garage, and that I would be early for her to text me when she got there. So on the way driving into Nashville, I felt prompted to pray and ask the Lord to have His angels surround me and to protect me, and also to open my eyes to opportunities for Him. So I did my errand. I got over to the parking garage and I parked and I sat in my car and waited until my friend texted me that she was there. So I said, okay, I'll meet you out front. And I don't know if you're familiar with Nashville at all, but I always park at the Music City Center parking garage. It's close to Bridgestone Arena, and it's just the easiest place to go. So, and that's where we always park. So I got out of my car and I started walking out to the front. And there's a large plaza area out there, and there's also a place where the people that work at the garage, they drive out of there. They have a special place that they park and they drive out of. But where the drive is, it's kind of like right in the middle of where the walkway is. So I'm walking out, and I was going to text her and say, hey, I'll meet you on the plaza area. So I'm walking along and I'm looking at my phone. We all know that that's not always a good idea. So, and before I finish the story, let me give you a little background here. If you don't know, I'm 70 years old. I have severe osteoporosis. So I'm at risk for broken bones if I fall. And in the past, several years ago, I have fallen at 2 different times and I have broken each elbow when I fell. So I'm not unfamiliar with that. So fast forward to right now. I'm walking along, but I'm looking at my phone because I'm going to text my friend that, hey, I'm out here. And I wasn't paying attention. And my left foot stepped right off the edge, about an 8-inch drop. And it was in super slow motion. If you've ever fallen, you know, sometimes things seem like time to like kind of stand still, but this was like super slow-mo. And at first it was like, what's happening? Then it was like, oh, I'm falling. And then it was like, oh, I'm going to catch myself. And then it was like, oh, nope, I'm going down. And I went down on my left elbow, on my side, on my left elbow. And my first split second thought was, oh, great, I've probably broken something bad and I'm going to mess up the game. I know, dumb, right? But that's we're human, right? So I'm laying there on my side, on my elbow, which my elbow was hurting, but I sat up straight and I'm like, hey, my hand works. I'm sitting there and my left hand is going and working just fine, no problem. My elbow hurts, but it's more of it's scraped really bad from the pebbledy drive. But my hip doesn't hurt, my knee doesn't hurt, my ankle's not twisted. So I rolled over and I stood up, got up, no problem. I walked over and there was nobody around because I was early. And I walked over to what I had just fallen off of and sat down, and I was shaky because the adrenaline kicks in. But I'm taking inventory and I'm not hurt except for a scrape on my elbow. Nothing is broken. My hand works, my wrist feels fine, my knee feels fine, my hip is fine, my ankle, foot, nothing. And I'm just like, wow. Wow. This just doesn't happen. The angel of the Lord caught me. It's just as clear as anything because there is no way, no natural way that I shouldn't have broken at least my elbow, if not my hip, or twisted my ankle. But nothing except a skinned elbow. And it was like the angel caught me, but he let me skin my elbow because he wanted to say, pay attention next time. Pay attention to what you're doing. Keep your mind on what you're doing. Don't be distracted. Pay attention. I've got you, but pay attention. I'm just like in total amazement. God, that is so amazing. Well, Kim comes out, my friend, and she's all upset. I'm like, I'm fine. It's just my elbow. And we were able to have the paramedic at the arena bandage it for me. Went to the game, enjoyed the game, had a great game. Now, another little backstory here of what happened. Uh, Several years ago, I had met this lady who was the wife of a prominent person, and she's no longer married to that person, but I've known of her for over 40 years, and she's a huge Predators fan and has season tickets that sits right behind the players bench all these years. A lot of people would know her, but I'm not going to name names. But I'm Facebook friends with her and her daughter, although we've never actually talked. But just in the past week or so, my husband found out through Ancestry.com he's genetically related to her. They share a common ancestor. So we were talking about that. I'm like, well, I need to look her up then at a game or something and tell her about this. So my friend and I, we're hockey buddies. We go to the game all the time, when we go. And we have a certain pattern of the way where we go and how we go, where we sit. And we always leave the same way. Well, Thursday night, we decided we were going to go out a different way. So we left a completely different direction than what we normally do when we leave the arena. And as we're walking out, I see this other lady and her daughter coming toward us. I'm like, oh, I have got to go talk to her and tell her about what Mike has found out. So I go over there and we're talking, we're visiting, and it was just the best visit. She was like so thrilled to find this out. She's like, well, we only live in Hermitage. And I'm like, well, I'm in Mount Juliet. And we're like, well, we got to get together. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And she's not going to church anywhere right now because because she is kind of a prominent person. Sometimes it's hard for them to go to church without being mobbed. So I invited her to our church because we're not like that. And so anyway, it was a wonderful ordaining. And as we were getting ready to leave, we hugged, I don't know how many times, but as we're getting ready to leave, I said, we never go this way. And her daughter's like, well, we never go this way either. Said, we never walk out this way. And I'm like, we all just knew at that moment, God ordained that for us to run into each other, because my friend and I never go that way. She never goes that way. And yet that night we both chose to go a different way and walked right into each other. People, you will never convince me that God doesn't ordain things. And also think about this. I felt prompted to pray that the Lord would send his angels to protect me, the fall, and also that he would open my eyes to opportunities to meet up with them. And how amazing God is at the way he orchestrates our lives if we allow him to. Anyway, I wanted to share that wonderful testimony with you because we serve an amazing God. Our Father loves us so much, and he ordains our steps just like he said he would, if we're willing to be obedient. So I pray you have a blessed day. I know I am. And till next time, God bless.